Hi everyone, it's the 6th of August. Now, yesterday's, of course, the last 2 days, but especially yesterday's action has put a really considerable damage on the charts. That's quite clear. I mean, the last from Friday, after we failed back into the green, it sold off for like 2, 3 days already. Now, it is a little bit recovering, but I don't think that is going to last. I think this down move is going to have legs, and those legs may take the shape of this red downtrend. If we go sideways and a little bit up today or tomorrow, and that red top band gets tested, and if it holds, I think it's going to start to sell off again all the way to that golden bottom band, which is going to be, in my opinion, another major support to start to rally again for, well, basically a couple of more maybe months or weeks. But at the moment, I'm bearish. I'm not a bear, but I'm bearish, and I think we have more downside to come. On the SPX cash, it's exactly the same story. That golden bottom band, so I'm going to remove these, or just keep it. This is a very long-term chart right here. If you look at the weekly chart, this golden giant uptrend, okay, we didn't get all the way to the golden top band, but this is our guidance from the lows of 2009, okay? But we are far away from that. I'm just keeping it as a reference if in case something happens. But the shorter term uptrend, which started and the beginning or so the end of October 2022, we rallied, came down, rallied again, broke out of the purple bull flag, which I explained yesterday in yesterday's video. We rallied from the lows of October last year all the way to that golden top band, and we broke down the green uptrend and it sold off big time. So what matters here is this golden bottom band to hold. And if it does hold, and if it gets there, and if it does hold, we are going to start the next big leg up. Dow Jones, this is the futures continuous. The green bottom band held almost like well, it's kind of damaged, obviously. So it's hard to be very precise on this one, but at the moment it is holding. That green bottom band is holding. But I don't think it's going to hold for too long. So especially because of this blue broken diagonal support, right? It is now back testing that diagonal support right here at the low of yesterday, or sorry, high of yesterday. It back tested that blue broken diagonal support right there, this one, okay? And it reversed there. And I think if this green bottom band gives way entirely, then I'm going to turn into the other channel, which I posted on the Dow Jones Cash. It's going to be this one. And we can make it look like this. And, well, I'm going to now put another color to that one. It is actually the green one on this the Dow Jones Dow Jones Cash. So I'm going to put this in golden color, right? This golden support, if it does break, because the blue support is broken and back tested, we are going to come down to that purple plus green double support area. And that would be the best bullish setup for a long time on Dow Jones. Remember, we bought and we made some good money on the Dow Jones all the way up to 40,800. I think that bottom out, on the continuous futures chart, that would be somewhere on the 20th of August, and it would touch it at 37,400-ish. So that's why I think we have legs to this. And by 20th of August, which is 20th of August would be Tuesday in 2 weeks' time. So it's actually exactly 2 weeks' time on today. 2 weeks' time today. And then it has to rally off that purple plus green double support. On the Dow Jones Cash, it's exactly the same story. You can see this green internal support is broken and got back tested. it's almost the same as that blue support, diagonal support. That is broken. And I think we're going to come down, maybe pull back. It will take time, possibly. And then when and if we get to this green plus purple double support, I'm going to be a big buyer on that one. And the level for that, again, this is actually a little bit different. This is 13th of September. So the other one is 20th of August. So hard to say which one is telling the truth. So if you look at it this way, that looks like a 20th of August. On the x-axis, you can see the date, 20th of August. We'll see which one comes first, which one is telling the truth. But yeah, it is going to be something interesting. NASDAQ futures data, right? This is now NASDAQ futures continuous, and it's off the red bottom band. We have some support levels right there. Yeah, that support level, that internal support, right? So many touches here, so one touch here, and that's why we bounced off it, which is why I think NASDAQ is going to have legs to the downside. And it's a very steep one and hard to be confident, but I'm going to now put in something like a potential downtrend action, just like I did on ES. And if we put this in blue color, that blue top band is a potential resistance if and when we get there. We may see choppy action and then touch that blue top band and we come down suddenly. And that red bottom band, obviously, that red bottom band is going to potentially become a major support, because this is where that trend started in 2022, October. We rally. I'm hoping that we're going to test this red bottom band and we're going to start rallying again. NASDAQ cash, right? This is NASDAQ cash, is the same story. It's the same picture. That red bottom band has to be holding. And we have this steep downtrend happening. And I think it will have one or two more legs down before we bottom out. Russell bounced off this golden support. Obviously, it is highly disappointing to see that it came down all the way below that blue broken resistance. Obviously, this spike up was caused by inflation data. It never came back down right after the data release. And I was thinking probably it's not going to be coming down for a long time, especially after maybe touching that blue and then come down maybe. But this is a massively volatile market. Look at this yo-yo action. And it has found a support at the golden bottom band. And I would love to see, you can see the golden top band, 1, 2, 3 touches. That was the top band resistance. Came down hard. Maybe it will bounce a little bit and then come to the golden bottom band. And hopefully we're going to rocket from that golden bottom band one more time. FTSE is off the blue bottom band. This is the low of COVID. I just had a look into this one. That blue support rail is holding. The red broken resistance is got back tested and it kind of broken down. Yeah, and we'll see. It's this failed green bull flag, obviously, and the fact that it dropped below the red was very ugly yesterday. So I'm not really sure what it's trying to do here. And DAX obviously became very bearish after breaking this diagonal support, which I had mentioned a few times. It was golden color, but I removed it from the picture because that support was broken together with the blue. And then the red bull flag has failed and it dropped big time. Now the green support or line may turn into a support, or ultimately it comes down to the purple bottom band and we put in a low to start to go again. And this is the French index CAC, and that basically failed to break that purple resistance. It broke down the red bear flag. I'm going to remove that. It may be bouncing off the purple bottom band, but it really has to break out of the purple to start to rally again. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can see The purple bottom band almost got tested, or maybe I can argue it has been tested, but I think maybe one more touch, rally, is it going to break that purple top band, at least for a big relief bounce? And TLT has been bullish, and I've been giving all the bullish signals for a long time to you since October 23. Yes, it took a massive amount of time, but now it's turning up. But of course, this green top band, which is around now, that was my target. And if that green top band holds, the level is 101 handle. Around 101, it may top and it may come down. And the 10-year note, treasury note, is also the ZN, may be coming towards this blue top band major resistance. And if it does hold, it comes down big time. Of course, after the blue top band, it has to break the blue top band if it wants to really rally, and that is quite possible. We look into oil, and oil has bounced off the red bottom band. This is the short-term downtrend, and I have this blue bottom band, which I had mentioned in yesterday's video, and the level would be just over around $70 if that blue plus red holds. That is $70, just over $70, and that would be a nice double support bounce. And if you look at the longer term picture, this golden support is below 70. So frankly, this golden support is extremely crucial. Oil, without breaking this golden support rail, it has to rally and smash through this golden major resistance to start a big run. Oil, Brent oil, is already very close to that blue support rail, and it has broken the purple downtrend to the downside. So it broke down the downtrend, which is clearly bearish. I'm going to switch to the 4-hourly. This is, you can see, you may remember I said once it started bouncing, that purple top band is going to hold and we come down. That's exactly what happened by Brent oil. That is what lines can do when you do it right. Now, the purple top band, it held, and then the purple bottom band, that downtrend has been broken down. So it's hard to, let's say, see where this is going to bottom out, but this blue support rail is extremely important, okay? And the level for that support rail on Brent is around 74, just over 74. Natural gas is still looking very bearish to me, and ultimately it is going to come down to 1.3. And if you look at the September contract, it has broken that red bottom band. It is a downtrend broken to the downside, which is still very bearish. Gold bounced off the red support. It broke out of the green bull flag, got to there. It almost touched the new high, came down. But is it going to break this red support, or is it going to rally to that golden bottom band, top band? So that golden top band, if you look at it closely, on the spot chart, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that spot chart. And we'll see whether it can be broken. On the gold futures continuous, look at this. That golden top band, 1, 2, 3. This is the reversal. I haven't looked into the gold futures, quite honestly. I was focusing on the spot, but you can see that resistance held, and that's why gold came down. Actually, on the spot, it didn't touch that golden top band, but on the futures continuous, it did. So that coming down was no surprise. Silver is the most disappointing one, and I think it's going to come down to 25. Around this blue plus golden major double support, and then we can buy 25 again to rally to 35. Platinum, the misery of platinum is still continuous, because that blue plus red held and it sold off. How many points? Right. it's right about 979 to 910. So that's like 65 points sell-off. And it is astonishing, right? This green downtrend was broken and backtested twice. Now it's broken back down. This is very, very disappointing from platinum. Where do we go from here? Yeah, this blue bottom band, so this blue bull flag potential is probably going to be the next major support. And while it's coming to that level, it will probably become quite oversold. And around 880, 882 on the spot, that becomes probably a nice support, double support. Ideally, we rally a little bit, sell off one more time, touch that blue plus red double support at around 880 or so, and then massive rally to start. And if we look at the copper bounced off 392, which I mentioned a few times. This double support is holding right now. That red plus blue, the blue one wasn't really properly tested, so maybe we'll touch it one more time, but we don't have to. But 392.93 has always been marked by as a double support. We are at 399. It rallied to 405 actually yesterday. But if we look at the short term, so I'm going to now very, very short term. This is the high of like 2 days ago, or no, not 2 days ago, a few days ago. Let me show it to you, right? This is the high. It came down, bounced, it came down again. If this golden top band holds, we come down to 393 one more time, and then off that blue support and the red support, we start a big rally. So copper's chance, actually, almost like the last chance to start a mega rally, is that level. Let's have a look at euro. Yesterday, I mentioned that the green resistance is broken, and that blue line may be the last hurdle and maybe the last resistance. That's exactly where it reversed. It's come down now. The red one was never a channel anyway. But what matters here is that it stays above that green support. Excuse me, broken resistance, which should hold as support. So if it does hold and we break that blue top band, euro is going to start a big run. On the other hand, pound is looking terrible, and pound sterling, obviously, that high from 2007 and that golden resistance, that major resistance held, and it dropped from there. It has now broken this green uptrend, and the last man standing would be that blue diagonal support. So it's very different to euro. And is it going to ultimately, without breaking the blue, is it going to break that golden major resistance? It looks unlikely at the moment because this green uptrend, that short term, it's not that short term. This is the low of April. We are in August. So this uptrend is now breaking to the downside. That is bad for pound sterling. US dollar, Japanese yen had bounced off this green internal support. I think we are going to get to the red broken support at some point, and then maybe come down to that green bottom band before it rallies again. DXY, that red bottom band is broken and it's getting back tested, which is why I think US dollar is going to turn south. Aussie dollar, purple support is holding, that diagonal support and the blue bottom band. So I've added these lines yesterday, but is it going to come ultimately to that blue bottom band, or is it going to run to the blue top band and break it? Hard to say, quite honestly. And Kiwi, also you can see the back test of the green has held, and that golden resistance has to be broken. Right. Now we have agriculturals. Coffee, we bought at 223. I bought it at 223. I don't know about you, but I put it on Twitter that I bought it. I've been saying 223. I'm going to buy it at 223 since this started, because of this gap and that red support And the golden top band it didn't really hold. It left a gap though here. So I think ultimately we're gonna see it coming down, fill the gap, and then rally. The gap fill, it would be at 227. Either way, the 223 held perfectly, and my target is 275 this time, maybe even 300. So I'm full on coffee because that to me was a high probability trade, and that's why I kept telling you I'm going to buy 223, and I think the ultimate target is going to be that blue one at 275. That's the minimum target. Wheat has broken the blue veg after bouncing off the green support. That's why I keep saying, everyone, if you're not really into futures, if you're not really into leverage trading, I think agriculturals like wheat, soybeans, and corn, and coffee, obviously, they are offering very little downside, but a lot of upside. I think they are very depressed. Yes, we may go down another 5% on those ETFs, but I gave some ETF names. I think if you want to buy and hold these ETFs, they are good instruments to basically play the agricultural game. Okay, so now wheat September contract. Remember, it reversed at the green. Now it's trying to break that green top band, and I think it will prevail. And the last man standing would be that green top band if it gets there. But first, it has to pierce through this golden broken support. So it's not really out of the woods. And so is soybeans. And the black support held. This is the low of 22, July. That's like 2 years ago. That black support is holding, but it still has to push into the green, push beyond the red, push beyond the purple and the blue. That is not impossible, but it has, soybeans has dug itself into a very deep pit. Is it going to be able to get out of it? Yes, but how? We'll find out. Maybe this September contract is giving us a hint. This red resistance is very, very precise, as you can see. Clearly, it has to start to buy. It has to for a run. It has to start by breaking that red resistance first. Corn is also, I think, bottoming out. You can see the green bottom band is kind of holding. This green channel is a major bull flag, and its bottom band held. And now the blue channel here on the continuous chart is very, very precise. This is what I saw also, like noticed it yesterday. Very precise downtrend. And if corn can break on the continuous, which is now the September contracts numbers, it's 395 to break out. And if this is the September contract, it's the same. This blue top band has to be broken for a rally. And this is cocoa, and cocoa is trying to bounce, or it's just bounced off the green bottom band. It just bounced off the green bottom band. This is perfect, actually. That is a perfect bounce off the green bottom band. So now it's rally time for cocoa again. Yeah, this green uptrend, hard to see why I have this top band and now not this top band. Hard to say it, right? But that's because the low was here. There is no other low before that. So that is a potential uptrend. That was a potential uptrend. Now with this bounce, it is becoming an uptrend, okay? I can also argue that we may have another channel like this, but at the moment I'm focusing on this green, and that green is holding. Sugar is breaking down. It's back slightly above 18, but I think the damage is done on this chart, and I think sugar is going to keep coming. And if you look at the October contract, this support has given up. And that's why I think it's going to look bearish here. and cotton trying to stay above that red support, and it has to break that blue top band. Now, Bitcoin made a huge damage on the technical picture. Okay, this black uptrend is broken. This blue bull flag is broken to the downside. That is very big damage. And I don't think we're going to be able to recover from that without making more downside, without seeing more downside. This is Ethereum, same story. The same. I have tried to warn a lot of people by when it broke down, so bounce off the red, when it broke down to green and blue, I said it's going to sell off. And that's, I was expecting a sell to the golden bottom band, but this is a huge damage on this bull flag. So very big damage on Ethereum. Now let me have a look at the long term. Let me see if I can see where we can see a bottom out on Ethereum. Oh, wait a second, guys. Just a second. Wow. Okay. This changes things. Oh my God. Look at this beauty. I just saw it. I mean, because I was focusing on that bull flag, this is a beautiful bounce off the green bottom band. This is the low of July, was it? 22, June 22. Rallied, came down without making a new low, rallied, came down now, and the green bottom band held. So, well, this changes things. Even though, yes, these are all broken supports and the red and the golden, it's not changing things yet. Okay, let me tell you that. Now, of course, this green channel is a beautiful potential uptrend. Okay, and it touched that and it bounced right off it. That is spectacularly precise. But is it going to bounce? I mean, it was going to rally towards 2700 and then come down and break that green bottom band. That will be the game over for Ethereum for quite some time. Okay, that is what we have to see. CAS had failed to break out of the green top band. That is very disappointing. And it came down hard, and it's bouncing off the green plus red internal support. And we have another red bottom band. If it touches it, then we may see a rally. OM is failed the red bull flag breakout. Jasmy is interesting. So I just noticed Jasmy, okay, and this green. So this was the low of November, October last year, right? It rallied big. I'm going to now show you how we broke out. Yeah, this was the breakout, the red top band, something like this. And it never came back for a back test. But what matters here right now is that this blue bottom band held, so which is a bull flag potential. And we have this green uptrend. So Jasmy may still have a big upside, especially if it comes down one more time, touches this green bottom band and the blue, and then it starts a big rally. The level for Jasmy, and I would be a buyer there at around 1.4 cents. PAL has to break. I mean, it managed to stay above this green support, but it has to break that purple top band to start a big rally at 31 cents. Pepe has also bounced, but I don't think Pepe, maybe this green bottom band, maybe this green bull flag is going to deliver something. Solana is up 7%, and it has bounced off the golden. This is exactly what I meant yesterday. And this golden channel may turn into a giant bull flag if it rallies to that level and breaks that. And the level would be 190. So this is a very orderly bull flag, as you can see. And Monero has to break 180. We haven't broken anything yet, but 180, 185 would be a buy signal because that is a giant, the green one is a giant bull flag. Switch to daily. Aave, not really my favorite anymore. Yes, it's bounced off the green support. So yes, ACH has broken, but it's bounced, trying to bounce off the red support. ADA, no, that is not happening. That blue, no, ADA is really bad. I don't like ADA anymore. Maybe we should even stop. Yeah, Cardano. I mean, ADA means Cardano. It's not really very promising. Audio is off the blue bottom band, right? This is that blue bottom band has to be holding for the rally to start to break out of the red. So no, AVAX is here. It's already down to 20. From 566, it's down to 20. Huge losses on AVAX. A lot of people are watching this, but AVAX couldn't make it all the way to that red top band. Even to that red top band, it couldn't make it. BNB, this is the Binance coin. It's trying to stay inside this red uptrend. At the moment, it is, but is it going to be able to? So here's another bull flag. That's perfect, right? So this is a perfect bull flag potential. It's not a bull flag yet. We need a breakout. So it stays inside the red uptrend, okay, and it has formed the green bull flag. So that is still looking bullish somehow. Chili's is down big. It's making new multi. This is what I mean. So some of the altcoins, I think most of the altcoins are going to go to zero, right? Everything, some of them are making new highs. Like CAS was making new all-time highs, but the coin like Chili's is already making multi-month, multi-year lows. So it really is very different from coin to coin. And CKB is also one of those. It rallied big time during, like, after the beginning of this year, but then now it's kind of junk because the golden support is broken now. It's only this green and blue supports that may hold. Coty, everything is speculative. Everything. You may lose a lot of money, but you may make also a lot of money. Don't believe the hype, okay? All I'm saying is that, price action trumps everything. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish to believe what videos are saying, what the meme guys or some of the furus are saying. Okay, do your own homework. This blue wedge is forming on Dash, but if Dash breaks this blue support, which is quite possible, Dash is going to be completely done and dusted. Data is backtesting the green broken channel. So there is a chance for it to start a rally. Doji is Doji, and it's terrible. I think the Doji is done. And the reason is quite clear. This red, let me put this red uptrend is broken and backtested. Okay, I've mentioned many times, actually, I was advocating a buy signal when it was staying inside the blue channel, red channel. Why is it doing that? Okay, right here. And it was broken out of the blue, and it was like, I thought it's going to get to new all-time highs after breaking out of the blue bull flag, but now it has broken the red uptrend, which is terrible, really. So this red uptrend is broken and back tested, and that's why Doji is looking very bad. Yeah, Polkadot looks bad. I don't know what to say. The videos are getting too long because of all these things. But yeah, Shiba has come down, right? So I'm going to put it on the daily. It has a chance now, and the reason is very clear. This was the breakout level at 110, and I gave it to you at 110, and it rallied to 440 to touch that red top band. And I said, get out of Shiba because it's going to reverse at the red. And that's exactly what happened. That's what lines deliver. Now, the blue bottom band is holding, and the breakout level has been back tested. Is it going to rally to the blue top band, come down, and then break out? That is the big question. Ripple has failed to break that blue triangle. The only way for a rally is by breaking that. If it breaks the blue support, that is the end of Ripple. And Zcash is the same. It couldn't break 36. Only a move above 36 would look slightly promising. And the rest of it is just, yeah, not so. Oh, yeah, okay. This is a fetch, but you can see the bull flag has failed. So this is looking bad. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm not going to cover anything that is not really promising. TIA, again, it made a new low. The only way this can work would be by breaking the red bull flag. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. I always take chart requests, by the way, so don't forget that. I always take chart requests. Bye.